So, on the just concluded Ondo State governorship election, the Ondo State Labour Party candidate reveals how Peter Obi and others made him lose the election. And also on this news, the former Nigeria President Olusegun Obasanjo has called for the dismissal of INEC chairman due to corruption in the electoral process. Alright, I'm going to be giving you guys the full details of this news, but please help us by liking and sharing this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you. So, the reinstated Labour Party governorship candidate in Ondo State, Ayodele Olufemi, has bemoaned his failure to win Saturday election, blaming former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi and the Nigeria Labour Congress for his predicament. Meanwhile, Lucky Ayedatiwa of the ruling All Progressive Congress was declared the winner by the Independent National Electoral Commission after sweeping the 18 local government areas in Ondo. In the final declaration of the results by the state returning officer, Professor Aleyemi Akinwami, he said APC Ayedatiwa pulled a total of 366,781 votes to defeat Agbola Ajayi of the PDP, who got 117,845 votes. The returning officer said that Lucky Ayedatiwa of the APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby returned elected. Olufemi's loss comes a few days after INEC returned his name on the ballot as Labour Party flag bearer for the November 16 poll, following a ruling by the Court of Appeal. Following weeks of suspense, Olufemi heaved a sigh of relief when the Court of Appeal in Abuja vacated an early judgment by the Federal High Court ordering the electoral umpire to recognize Obi-appointed candidates. Reacting in an interview with The Punch, Olufemi vowed not to forgive the former Labour Party presidential candidate and the Nigeria Labour Congress for the role they played in scuttling his Ondo governorship campaign. So, when asked if he succeeded in having a last-minute door-to-door campaign with his supporters after winning his appeal, a saddened Labour Party flag bearer confessed that his campaign for the election was neither here nor there. He said, "I have Peter Obi and the NLC to thank for that. They have scuttled my aspirations and chances to win this Ondo election. These people spoiled things for us with that PDP rejects wanted to force on the party. Their insistence on having Ebisini on the ballot ruined everything for me. They just capitalized on the crisis between the Labour Party and the Nigeria Labour Congress to create problems. Can you imagine that Ebisini wrote a letter to the court in my name without my knowledge, saying I have withdrawn from the race? They cannot exclude me for such a position." So, while accepting that he knew his chances at the poll were slim after his reinstatement a few days to the poll, Olufemi vowed to get his pound of flesh. The Labour Party deputy chairman for SAT also threatened to petition police authorities to investigate how his name and signature were forged by Ebisini and the NLC. According to him, he said, "Thank God we got an appeal judgment and my name is back in the INEC portal. The good thing here is that the truth has prevailed. Withdrawal must be voluntary. You cannot force someone to withdraw. What they have done was an attempt to force me behind my back. Again, it wasn't the party that submitted it. It was the handiwork of the former president of the Nigeria Labour Congress and head of National Transition Committee, Aduwaid Omar. In fact, I am planning to petition the Inspector General of Police to probe how they wrote that letter, put my signature and presented it before the court. We will deal with that later. For now, we are still doing our underground work and doing our best for this election," he stated. So, when called to defend the allegation leveled against the Workers' Union, acting chairman of the NLC Political Commission described Olufemi as a very funny character. According to him, he said, "He is one human being you should never take seriously. As a result of this crisis between us and Abure, Olufemi became the deputy to Abure and he was given the ticket. Before this election, he was a placeholder. So what did he do? He now started shopping for who would buy the ticket from him. In the process, they asked Ebisini to pay 20 million naira to get the ticket. He paid and even added another 5 million naira which they claimed was for expenses. When they refused to give him the ticket, Ebisini went to court. In retaliation, the Abure camp started working to ensure INEC did upload his name because of the kangaroo judgment they went to secure. The only challenge we have was that before the judgment, INEC had already given the code for uploading the names of agents to Olufemi. We know he would have uploaded the names of suspected APC agents there. We know he is obviously working indirectly for the APC. As of the time of filing this story, efforts to reach both Obi and Ebisini for reactions were all successful." Alright, so talking about the electoral process in Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo demands sack of INEC chairman. So the former president Olusegun Obasanjo has called for a comprehensive overhaul of Nigeria electoral process. Speaking at the Leadership Forum, Yale University in the United States, Obasanjo specifically called for the dismissal of Mahmood Yakubu, chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), and other officials at all levels. While describing the 2023 general election as a travesty, Obasanjo stated that the imperative for reforming the electoral system to restore credibility and trust. The former president also advocated for shorter tenures for INEC officials and a more rigorous vetting process to prevent the appointment of partisan individuals. So, according to him, he said, as a matter of urgency, we must ensure the INEC chairperson and other staff are thoroughly vetted. The vetting exercise should produce dispassionate, not partisan actors with impeccable reputations. Nigerians must ensure the appointment of new credible INEC leadership at the federal, state, local government and municipal, city, town, village levels with short tenures to prevent undesirable political influence and corruption and to re-establish trust in the electoral system by its citizens. The INEC chairperson must not only be absolutely above board but also be transparently independent and incorruptible. So my people, that is it for you all. I saw this news and I decided to share it with you guys, so please let me know your opinion in the comment section and please help us by liking and sharing this video so that YouTube and Facebook can recommend it to more people. Thank you so much for your time and God bless you. Amen.